you guys doing? Good. Best of the Edge. Best of the Edge. I know what you guys are thinking. Well, that's a pretty prestigious show. How'd you get into that? I'm glad you asked. Dave Ott sent out a mass email to 250 comedians. And whoever responded got into the show. See how that works?
250 of the best comedians.
Yeah! So, you know, statistically speaking, it's not going to be that bad, right? And with that, you get me with a sheet of paper. I wrote some jokes on this. I wrote it based on which ones are funny and which ones are not funny. And the game you get to play is he going from funniest to least funny or vice versa? God, I it's vice versa. Mike was talking about guns a little bit. Did you guys follow this Supreme Court case with the gun control? Making it easier for individuals to get guns. That's good. That's good. Not enough cute Hispanic children being riddled with bullets yet, in my opinion, right? That's what we need is more. I'm not doing it. It wasn't me. I just watched the news. But I don't know. I can now own a gun and I already feel less safe, which is weird. I feel infinitely less safe. Pause for laughter. So I have a sister. She went to the United States Naval Academy, and she was the captain of the softball team. And just last year, she's 29 now, she came out to me, which was really uncomfortable because I had to like act surprised about it. You know? Like, really? Really, you're gay? Wow, because I thought you were straight. I think she bought it. And I told my buddy, I was like, yeah, my sister came out. And he was like, oh, that's weird, because now you're going to be picturing her having sex with women. As if to suggest picturing her having sex with dudes was a normal thing to do. It's like, yeah, of course, I'm gonna go home and picture that. That was weird. That was a weird thing. I drive a trolley. Have you guys ever done that? Drive a trolley? No? Just me? That's interesting work, I'll say. You know who rides the trolley is a lot of idiots. A lot of idiots riding the trolley. You get a lot of ridiculous questions. Here's my favorite in my year and a half of experience. I had a guy run up to my door, start pounding on the door as I was pulling away from a stop. And I said, you know, all right, this will be good. I'll open the door. So I open the door and the guy goes, is this the Metro? You mean the Metro train? Is this a train? Is that the question? He goes, yeah, is it the Metro? Are you the Metro? And I was like, what if I say yes? Play this out with me, sir. What if I say yes? You board this trolley. Are you going to be surprised that it's not a train on the inside? Is that just going to blow your mind? You're like, what? I don't even understand. Because it's a trolley on the outside, but it's a trolley on the inside too. This is insanity. Idiots. Have any of you ridden the free trolley? Really? How'd you like it? Alright. I don't have a joke, I'm just making conversation. I did have this happen on a charter. I was doing a charter, and there were two trolleys. We were going to the same location, and the trolley in front of me went one way, and I went another way. And the guy was like, aren't you going to the same place? And I was like, yeah, I'm just taking a different route. It's a little faster. And he goes, well, I guess there's more than one way to skin a cat. Is that true? Because I can only think of one way to skin a cat, which is with a knife. Like, are there people out there making these just ridiculous Rube Goldberg devices where he's like, drop a marble in the gutter, and 20 minutes later there's a skinned dead cat in the pool? Is that going on? Because if that's true, I feel silly. I'd like to see that happen, is what I'm getting at. Not enough of that going on. So I've been living here for a couple of years now. I moved out here from D.C. At the time I had a girlfriend. We were doing, have you been to D.C.? Live in D.C.?
From Arlington.
Oh, right on, cool. All right. D.C. in the house. Mark Nabong used to live there. He'll be up here later. Being all Filipino. It's the worst. But I digress. I got here, I had a girlfriend. We were doing a long distance thing. And she was very spiritual. You know, she was into like crystals and dreams and that sort of thing, which is fine. And you guys are like, that's not fine. You can't date that and take it seriously, right? Well, what are you going to do? But she got upset at me, and I guess I was whipped at the time, because she got upset at me over the phone. She was like, big into dream interpretation, right? She goes, I had a dream that I was kidnapped with my roommate Carmen, and we were sexually assaulted in White Bear Lake, which is where I grew up. And she goes, I didn't call you because I knew you wouldn't answer. You never answer your phone. So I called Carmen's dad. And I was like, here's what I said, quick on my feet. I'm sorry. Because this is, I'm apologizing at this point for something that happened in a dream that I didn't even do wrong. It's not like she called me in the dream and I was like, I can't help you. I'm playing video games or something. But then I decided, let's see where this goes. So I was like, well, where'd you get Carmen's dad's number? Right? She's like, that's not the point. The point is you never call. And I was like, right, sweetie, I understand, but it's a little weird when you think about it that you called him if you don't even have his number. And she was like, that's not the point. I was like, I'm sorry, okay. We agreed to let it cool down. Maybe we'll laugh about this someday later. And then we kept talking, and she was like, yeah, I'm working on this research paper, and I was hoping I could have you, have you edit it. And I was like, when's it due? And she says, oh, it's due tomorrow. And I was like, well, if it's so pressing, why don't you email it to Carmen's dad? All right? Here's the moral of that story. Someday later, not 10 minutes later, in the same conversation. So I'm single. I don't know, that's it. All right, you guys, my name's Jessie Baltes. Thanks a lot. Have a good night.